Hey guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Oh my goodness, it's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a little over a month now, 5 weeks.
Yeah. So
And we have a lot to update you on.
yeah, I think I could speak for the both of us in saying that I did miss doing this. And,
Yes, we missed you guys a lot.
and bringing you guys content, but yeah, there was a lot of things going on in our personal life that really kept us from even having the ability to do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna scratch the surface a little bit, and I think if you guys follow Marie on social media, you guys would probably see a little bit of what's been going on as far as her anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess where do you even start?
Well, with our last video that we did, you guys saw that we lost my grandpa due to COVID. This was a little over a month since we lost my grandpa. So the last you guys saw was that I was going to go back to Ohio for the funeral, which I did. I was there for just literally, I think, less than 24 hours. I flew in just by myself with Tatum. And while I was in Ohio, Damar got sick.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he got tested positive for COVID. So, little backstory. I've dealt with a little bit of anxiety before I had children, but never to this extent that I've been dealing with. After I had Tatum, it kind of got a little worse, I'd say. Like I had like little blips in the nighttime where I get physical symptoms because of my anxiety. So having trouble breathing, feeling like a pressure on my chest, stuff like that. And so it just kind of sends me even more into a panic then. However, when it comes to COVID, I really had so much fear surrounding it, specifically with Damar getting it, because he has asthma. And so ever since COVID became a thing and they talked about how asthmatic people are more high risk, they tend to have a harder time, I obviously right away thought of him. And yeah, it was one of my biggest fears to lose him first of all, but to have him get COVID after my grandpa passed from COVID. I think it was like a combination of everything that just kind of caused my anxiety to just skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
So he tests positive while I'm in Ohio. So he calls me and he's like, "Hey, I'm pregnant."
Yeah, because I took a test.
He took a test and it's like a pregnancy test. Which we're making light of the situation, but it was not. Yeah, it was bad. I was at the funeral when I find this out. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, well, what about me? Like, I was just with him. So I get home that night, and I tested negative. So thankfully, while I was with everybody there at the funeral, I was not at that point positive. So 2 days later, after I had been home, and Damar has COVID, I test positive.
Yeah.
So this was Thursday a month ago.
Yeah, so we were both like down and out. Like it was hard to function, still take care of the kids, maintain the house,
Yeah.
let alone trying to film at that time. It was just way too much going on.
So yeah, Damar honestly didn't get COVID that bad.
Oh yeah, no, not really. I was down for probably like 4 or 5 days.
No. It was about 11 days by the time he was like, I feel good.
Really?
It was 11 days. And
I guess so. Yeah, I think so. Well, no, 11 days till I was back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
But I was good before then.
Okay.
Like I was up and around and I was cleaning and doing stuff, but I wasn't like I didn't have my taste and smell and my breathing and everything like back to normal till like day 11.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit me hard as hard as
It didn't get
you.
into his chest, thank God. That was such a miracle that it didn't affect him in that way at all. And then for me, I was good for the first 8 days.
Yeah.
So it was about a week of you having it by the time it really hit me hard.
Yeah.
About 8 days in.
And the girls never got it too.
Yeah,
So,
Sky, well, we don't really know. Sky had like a very low-grade fever for like 4 days,
yeah.
but that was it.
Tatum had nothing.
So Tatum was completely fine too. So that was another part of my anxiety too, was thinking about them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and then fast forward just a little bit. So once Maria got it and was starting to feel sick from it, it was starting to flare, like cause her anxiety to go up, and then she started losing sleep. So she
Yeah.
was not able to sleep, coupled with not feeling good.
That went on for 9 days. 9 days I could not sleep. I slept for maybe 3 hours every night.
Yeah, which of course is going to take a toll on anybody's mental health. So, yeah, we were just in a pretty rough spot, like to say the least. We needed help, so we had like
Oh my gosh.
we have such an amazing family,
If
and
you guys are
everybody just
watching
chipped
this,
in.
yeah.
Like,
My aunt came and stayed here with me for 3 nights because my mom was out of town. She went to go actually pick up my grandma. After my grandpa passed, my grandma wanted to come out here and stay with us. And so my mom drove there to Ohio to get her. So over the time she was in Ohio to pick up my grandma, my aunt came and stayed here at the house to take care of me because he was taking care of the girls. And I was down and out. I mean, I was on the couch and was just so sick. And sick mentally, physically, all of it. And I think just because of my mental state, it just made it that much worse. And the fact that I wasn't sleeping, like, it was bad. And so, yeah, my aunt came and stayed and she was just, oh my word, she did everything. She cooked for me and us. She got us groceries. She held me overnight and woke up at the drop of a hat if I needed her to make me something, if I was hungry, or she fixed me some herbal tinctures and stuff to help my stomach. She just blessed us so much. So Kara, if you're watching this, I cannot thank you enough. Same with my mom and my dad. I mean, my mom stayed here. When she got back from Ohio, she came and stayed here at the house for a week with me and the girls, and so that DeMar could go back to work, because at that point you had been home for a month.
yeah.
So he needed to go back to work, and so my mom came and stayed overnight here. She watched Tatum for me overnight so that I wouldn't have her keeping me up. She cooked for us. She got us groceries. She played with Sky. She put Sky to sleep for her naps. She was so good with Tatum, like, literally was so good with her. So, Mom, you blessed me too so much, blessed us. I can't thank you enough. And Dad for allowing Mom to come and for me to steal her away from you for a week. It was just so kind. And yeah, so I guess this video is just to give you guys a little bit of an update as far as what has been going on, and to just thank everyone that was involved in helping us get out of that rut we were in. Also, I just wanted to say too that, like, literally, if it wasn't for DeMar, like, I think that I would probably be in a mental hospital. I am so fortunate to have the people in my life that I do. And overnight, while Kara was watching me, my aunt, DeMar was upstairs watching both of the girls throughout the night. And yeah, just making sure they were good. I mean, they were waking up a ton. Like, when one was asleep, the other was awake. It was just constant. And so that was so hard on us. Because, I mean, he was being stretched so thin because I couldn't help at all. And so, yeah, it just really affected our mental state, and, like, it was honestly the hardest thing I think we've ever had to deal with. So.
Yeah. It was. So with all that being said, like, by no means do we want to get you down. I feel like the last video too was kind of in that same direction.
Yeah.
But through this all, there's been a lot of good that's come from it.
Yeah.
As far as even things that we can work on in our marriage that wouldn't have necessarily been brought to light. So those of you who are married or in a serious relationship, I'm sure you recognize the importance of being on the same page and when times are hard like that and it's hard to see out, sometimes it's easy to get disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
So really trying to come back full circle to the things that rooted you together in the first place is super crucial. And to hear one another out, there's such an importance placed on that. If one person's not heard, or just there's a disconnect in unity, it'll really show in times like this. So yes, it was a rough spot for us, but we're going to grow from it. We're going to be stronger from it. By no means are things back to 100% yet. Physically, I am back to being 100% from like the COVID and everything, but there's still a mental toll that took place with everything that happened. Lack of sleep. There was moments of hopelessness that we felt like things were just never going to get back to the way they were. So like it wasn't all sunshine and roses. There were hard moments, like where we thought things would never be the same. Like we were taken to places we would never expect to be taken. But yeah, I think it's easy to get hijacked by emotion. I think it's easy to just kind of expect things to go back to the way they were immediately. And it's like, that's not a realistic expectation. Things take work and things take time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're taking the time to get things back to a better place than even where they were before.
Yeah,
we're going to continue to build and, make our marriage stronger, and then continue to raise these kids and pour love into them and make content for you guys. So we want to get back to posting like we were doing for a good second there. We said we wanted to post twice a week, and we were doing that, but situations happen. So thank you to those of you who are still here and still watching this video. It means a lot to us.
It does.
You guys are like an extended family. The way that we do listen to what you guys say as far as like things that you do for anxiety, and so that's why we want to share and be vulnerable with you guys, because it's easy to always see people on YouTube posting the glitz and the glam, but at the end of the day, marriage is work. And like loving someone, it's a choice that you do every day. And that's something that her grandpa said to us at our wedding. It was like, you wake up every morning and you choose to love that person. So we're going to choose to build from this. We're going to choose to come together and overcome the situation. But yeah, we just appreciate you guys and the grace that you show us. We've had nothing but support. And
I've realized just being away, like how much this has been good for me, doing YouTube and just giving me an outlet. Like, I love being a mom and I love being a wife, but to have something else on the side that I just really enjoy doing, and I've realized that more than ever that I just love to do it, and to just interact with you guys has been so great, and it's been really good for me mentally, and to just get me into doing something else. So I just appreciate you guys taking the time to watch our videos and just truly caring about us. It means a lot. So
we'll try to get back into a good routine here. We're not going to make any promises because we don't want to let you guys down as far as the posting schedule, but we're going to do our best to try to post, when we can. And once things are back and we're in full swing, we'll bring you even better content, more of the girls. I know a lot of you are dying to see the girls. Tatum's getting so big.
Sky she just turned 4 months, so.
Sky's getting big too, and she's just spunky as ever. So we by no means are going anywhere.
No, we're not at all.
So
we're excited to give you guys an update finally, and let you know we're still alive. We're good. We're healing in all different areas, mentally, physically, all of that.
So for those of you who are new, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love for you to follow along with us in this journey. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And
we'll see you guys in our next video.
High Tower Family out.